Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to tackle a problem that I think drives pretty much everyone crazy at some point, writing. Whether it's a super tricky email or a really heartfelt card, we're going to look at how AI can step in and help you find those perfect words. Let's just dive right in.
I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? Just staring at a blank page, that little blinking cursor just taunting you. You know exactly what you're feeling, you know what needs to be said, but actually getting those words out in a way that sounds right? Yeah, it can feel totally impossible sometimes.
And that's what we're talking about today, the blank page problem. It's that huge, frustrating gap between the crystal clear idea in your head and the kind of jumbled mess that ends up on the screen. It's not that you don't have something important to say. It's that being a translator for your own brain is the hardest part.
But what if that didn't matter? What if you didn't have to be some kind of literary genius to get your point across beautifully? Well, that's the core idea here. The point is that AI can handle all the heavy lifting, the phrasing, the tone, the structure, so that what you really mean to say can shine through, loud and clear.
So, try not to think of this as some scary, complex piece of technology. Honestly, it's simpler than that. The best way to think of it is like having a personal writing assistant. Or even better, a super articulate friend who's always there to help you sound like your best self.
I think this quote just nails it. The AI takes all your raw thoughts, all that frustration or happiness or whatever it is, and it polishes it into the version you wish you could have written from the start. See, it's not replacing you. It's just giving your thoughts the words they deserve.
Okay, so theory is great and all, but let's make this really concrete. Let's walk through a case study that I'm sure is going to feel way too familiar for some of you. We're going to look at that classic, rage-inducing scenario, the lost luggage disaster.
So, picture this. Air Canada loses your bag. It's just gone for 4 days. You had to buy new clothes, you're out of pocket, and, this is the real kicker, you missed a huge business meeting because all your stuff was in that suitcase. You are, and let's be honest, absolutely fuming. But you know that sending a furious, ranting email isn't going to get you anywhere. You have to be professional. You have to be firm. So instead of torturing yourself trying to write that email, you just turn to your AI assistant and you just tell it the story. You dump out all the facts, the flight numbers, the dates, and then, and this is the most important part, you tell it the tone you're going for. Firm but not hostile.
And almost instantly, this comes back. A perfectly clean, perfectly structured 3-paragraph email. It lays out the facts without emotion, it details the impact this had on you, and it makes a clear professional request for compensation. It's everything you wanted to say without any of the raw anger getting in the way.
And this right here, this is the light bulb moment. This is the whole point of this entire explainer. You look at that email and you think, wow, I could never have written that. Not with that perfect tone, and definitely not in 10 minutes. It would have taken an hour of agony. The AI did it in seconds. That's the magic trick.
But look, this isn't just a tool for when you're angry. The exact same idea works when the emotions are really positive, but the words are just as tough to find. So let's see how this works for more personal, more heartfelt stuff. Like a retirement card for a colleague you've worked with for years. Just writing congratulations feels so lame. But look at this prompt. You just explain the relationship. She's warm and funny. She really mentored me. You tell the AI what she means to you, and what comes back is a beautiful, personal starting point. Or, oh man, how about the wedding toast? The pressure is real. But again, you just lay it all out. You explain the situation, the history, and the vibe you want, warm and funny without being embarrassing. The AI can help you structure your memories and inside jokes into a toast that absolutely kills. Okay, but this next part is maybe the most important step of all. The AI's first draft, it's just that, a first draft. The real magic happens when you start to refine it and make it sound truly 100% like you.
This is how you do it. You just talk to it. It's a conversation. You can use simple commands like the ones you see here. That's good, but can you make it a bit warmer? Or my favorite, give me 3 different versions. You're not just taking what it gives you. You're the director here, fine-tuning everything until it's absolutely perfect. And please remember, the AI is not a mind reader. The more you give it, the better the result will be. All those little personal details, names, memories, that one silly inside joke, that's the key. That personal context is what turns a good enough template into a message that feels totally authentic and, well, yours.
So the next time you're staring at that blank page, just remember this. The feelings, the ideas, the message, that's all you. The words were in you all along. Sometimes you just need a little help finding them.